What is up, my tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/numot for all of your Magic card needs. Today was the first day I've streamed in a while. We just finished up the stream. It was a fun one after a month of being away, but now we will jump into this Alchemy draft. I am in the neighborhood of pain. We have opened a food fight, which is really cool if you can get the Overcooked card, the enchantment that makes food fight, but we're probably just going to take the Steady Tortoise here. Alchemy card, pretty freaking good. This Tortoise gets insane really quickly. Ward 2 for a base 3/3, and usually it's a lot larger, so I'm going to be taking that over Picklock Prankster or Taken by Nightmares. See if we can build a fun one off of that. All right, and then we're getting past a Goose Mother. So it looks like we're missing the Alchemy card there, which there are, of course, going to be Alchemy cards that are better than Goose Mother, so don't take that to mean anything necessarily. Welcome to Sweet Tooth, the next best card in the pack. Witch, Elemental, Nightmare, Brave. This is a good start. Ooh. Into a Restless Vinestalk now. I don't like this land as much as the Cottage, the green-black land. What's it called? The Candy Cottage? Something Cottage. But, well, it's pretty good to follow up a Goose Mother with. Yeah. These lands are great. I don't lose anything too much of note. Pretty good third pick. Into probably a Utopia Sprawl now over like Elemental or Vanguard. Both of these are solid uncommons. I like the fixing and the ramp here instead. Now this is a fantastic start to a draft. Remember, Alchemy is the base format on steroids. I say this every single time. If you do not like high power level draft formats, Alchemy is not going to be for you, for sure. Right? You're just taking the normal format and adding a bunch of generally overpowered cards. Some are more intended for constructed purposes, but the majority of Alchemy cards are just kind of crazy good in limited. We might be going down the old 5-color nonsense route as we're getting a Feral Encounter now. Not a bad pick 5. I don't think this is like the first pickable card or anything, but getting it at this point in the draft is certainly good enough for me. Candy Trail, Pack, Dragon. This digs for our Goose Mother, digs for our Tortoise, digs for any other creatures we get later on, so seems good. That's a nice Hamlet Glutton now, 6th pick as well. Good. All right, so we're just going to lock up the good green cards and try to cut it off. That's going to really help our 5-color plan, right? If we can cut off the good green, then we're more likely to get past the green fixing. Conundrum of Bowls is okay. I don't think it's as good as Hamlet Glutton, but 4 mana for kind of like a draw 2 plus maybe a free spell cast is not bad. Obviously, again, some red cards here, but yeah, let's lock in the green. Wow. Pick 7, another Glutton, a Curse of the Werefox, and a Brave the Wilds. I guess I'll take a second Glutton here, but getting a lower curve would not be bad. This is the worst of the pigs. 2 mana 2/2. Whenever you conjure one or more other cards, it perpetually gets bigger, but there are some conjure, just not enough to really support this one. This is the worst of the 3. So I guess I'm hoping to wheel that Brave the Wilds. Loch Lorent would be a decent free roll pickup if we want to, instead of just taking like Beanstalk Worm. I'm okay with that. We'll find more worms later. Wheeling the Picklock Prankster is a little bit surprising, but I think we'll go with the Territorial Witchstalker here. This is a good defensive card. I need to be able to survive the early game pressure. Nice Brave the Wilds here over second Witchstalker. I think that makes sense. Yeah, really good start to a draft here. Knight of the Sweets Revenge. Would we rather have Scarecrow or Stopgap than that? I don't think this is going to be a card that's that good in our deck. But I guess it's early enough to speculate on it since it's uncommon. I got the worm back anyways. Okay, yeah. Fantastic pack 1. Archive Dragon too, sure, why not? So blue-green, splash, splash, splash is probably going to be where we're at. Unfortunate. One of the worst packs that we could probably have seen for us, as the rare and the alchemy card are both not very good. Oh, sorry. This rare is good, we just can't cast it, and this alchemy card is quite bad, plus the bonus sheet is unplayable. So we're looking at just like a medium quality green or blue card versus like back for seconds, honestly. I guess I'm not even locked into blue, am I? I just have a couple of blue lands and Goose Mother, which is splashable, so yeah, I think I like taking back for second. Well, in that scenario, I guess I could take the Bodyguard. It's still double white, which is hard to cast, but it's the strongest pickup here. You know what? We'll do it. What the heck? Why not? We don't lose much. As we pick up in Agatha's... Shoo, this is tough. Agatha's Champion. First Little Pig's pretty good. And then a Root Rider Fawn, which... Fawn is great, but I think Champion's going to take it a little bit there. Evolving Wilds, another Witchstalker, another Loch Lorent. I'm going to take the Wilds here and plan on wheeling the Witchstalker, I think. Let's just get a Royal Treatment. Always like having one of these. Such a blowout combat trick. For 1 mana, you can't go wrong with that. Sir Joshua and Sir Saxon are fine. Yeah. But I think Treatment's just better. Alright, there's another Witchstalker for us anyways, so we don't need even to wield the previous one. That is a Talion's Throne Guard 6-pick, which I've had this once before, and it tends to overperform. 4 mana, 2/1 Flying Flash Bargain. It's effectively a Venser, Shaper Savant, but then if you do bargain, it makes your opponent's card cost 2 more. But you can bounce your own stuff with this, right? Yeah, no, this card's been really solid. It's not a bomb by any means, but it's just super efficient. Nice Hollow Scavenger there, one of the better pickups. Alright, well, my guess is we're probably going to end up cutting the Bodyguard, as the double white's going to be a little bit too much of a stretch. Let's get that Troublemaker. Oof. This is looking like a nice blue-green deck. We actually have some good interaction. We have some good top end. Biggest loss was that Root Rider Fawn, but otherwise cannot complain, I think. Knight of the Sweet's Revenge here, maybe still a little bit questionable. It does make a couple of tokens or whatever for bargaining purposes, I suppose. You can bargain the food and bargain the enchantment. Hopefully we didn't disconnect. Alright, packs are moving. Good, good, good. Chancellor of Tales on the wheel. We don't have that many good adventures. I think we're just going to go with the Werefox here. Transmuter's solid enough removal. Slash creature. Attendance is okay. I don't know if we're going to play that one. Ice Out over Curiosity in this build, potentially. Alright, and then pack 3. We opened the Paths of Tuinvale for our Alchemy card. That's a really nice one as well. I could see taking Edgewall in over it, for sure. And Lookout is just okay in our deck. I don't think we have that many auras, yeah. We have like 2 or 3 auras. between the Fox and the Sprawl. Yeah, just a couple. So we'll take the passive 2 Unveil. Into a third Hamlet Glutton? Probably not. I mean, I do want to have access to a little bit of red for like the Steady Tortoise already, so maybe the Accident Prone Apprentice is okay here. It's like a weird combat trick on the blue side. Thing is, do we have that many non-creature spells to grow this? And it's really weird on the splash, because if you're not playing red as a main, you're casting this later where you're probably not going to have too many ways to trigger it afterwards. So like third Glutton, first Gatekeeper, first Prankster. I don't even know if we're going to play all the Gluttons since we don't have that much ramp. If I pick up a couple Fawn or Brave the Wilds or whatever, sure, but for right now, I don't think that's going to be play. Damn, nice red cards here. Torch the Tower and kind of a red Wrath, Victory of the Pyro Hammer. We have a Crystal Grotto here for us, a Red Tooth Genealogist. I could take the Torch, I guess. I mean, the Tortoise, you don't even need red. It's still good enough as the green side. But I suppose the land is fine here. Nice, grow old together. Ooh, is it better than Frenzy? Frenzy's kind of insane too, eh? Sheesh. I think we'd rather just take the grow old together. I'm thinking the game plan here is probably just go straight up blue-green with what we have. Let's go with the second Sprawl over the second Feral Encounter. More ramp, more fixing. Don't believe we're going to be playing any of these ones. Is this a good deck for Ice Out? We need to find like one more playable. Yeah, Ice Out wouldn't be bad. Attendance would be okay. I mean, I still have that third Glutton I could be running. Another grow old together. All right. 2 grow old together with 15 creatures isn't bad. I really do think I might have too much top end, though. 3 Glutton, Archive Dragon, 3 5-drops. Like, cut the Knight of Sweet's Revenge and cut 1 Glutton, maybe. Come on. Wield, Tangle, Span, Lookout. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 auras now. The Werefox, the Transmuter, 2 Sprawl. It's a maybe. A 1/3 flyer that sometimes draws an extra card, or Gatekeeper, or Garrick's Uprising. I guess, you know what? Uprising actually looks pretty good here. Maybe over the Lookout. Third Witchstalker. I want this card draw too, I think. Well, I guess we have double grow old together, which is already card draw. This looks like a good blue-green deck to me. I mean, is it crazy not to be running the third Glutton? Maybe. Maybe the third Glutton's better than the Beanstalk Worm. I just don't feel like I have enough ways to bargain them out early to where that these are consistently going to be 5 drops, you know? Yeah, I'm going to run it like this. No mountain for Steady Tortoise, we don't need it. That looks good. That looks good. But I have not been doing very well in this Alchemy format, so maybe this deck isn't actually that good. We'll find out. Alright, here we are for round 1 of this Alchemy draft. We're on the play with just a normal-looking blue-green hand, I guess. Got land, got spells. Good enough to keep C's for me. Playing against the turn 1 Spear Guard, so aggro deck in our future. Green decks usually have a pretty good time versus the red decks, I think. We have a lot of ways to stabilize early and then some big beaters that gain life at the end. Like even just an on-curve Agatha's Champion, if we bargain it, is oftentimes just super backbreaking. Ooh. Okay, the Bunnicorn is on the line. Let's make a food here and pass. We're holding up the Werefox. So if they just play like a 3-drop creature and attack for 3, we can block and pump and trade. Perfect. Come on, attack. Nice. It is really good for us. Got to play out the Vinestock there since we want to go with Champion next turn. Snap blocking the Belligerent if it attacks. Now a little bit less interested in blocking the Belligerent, because if we block the Spear Guard, we force them to use a trick. So if it's like the Daredevils, then we still trade here. Because if I block the Belligerent and it's the Daredevil, exactly, then we don't even get an initial trade-off. So that's very good for us. Perfect. Bargain. And that right there, like I said, might be the devastating blow that we're looking for. Wow, a lot of different ways we can go about this. I think I just like playing the turtle and attacking. Tortoise, rather, and attacking. Start leveling it up right now, because the ward 2 is extremely problematic, I have to imagine. The thing I'm most worried about are the steal a creature effect. But if they're trading off, then we have to worry about those a little bit less. No, this is looking really good. Okay, another Belligerent. Tortoise triggers off itself, right? Yeah, whenever you just attack, it doesn't care how. Alright, let's go big. 6/6, make a bunch of food. Nice. Let's get him, baby. Let's get him good. Frowny face. Alchemy, frowny face. So the season resets here in about 4 or 5 days, so it's going to be pretty nice if I can get into like the top 100 or so and maintain that ranking for the qualifiers, but not the biggest deal if we don't. Let's go to game 2. Alright, game 2. Ooh, man, this hand is really slow. I think we can keep it, though. We have the Beanstalk Worm to buy back a turn. So turn 1, Vinestalk. Turn 2, Forest. Adventure of Worm. Play Loch Laurent. Hopefully our opponent's not on a faster deck. And if they're not, then we should be okay. I wouldn't say green-white's known for being super fast, so that's a little bit comforting. Take that back. They've got a cheeky house mouse. Interesting. Okay, I don't mind seeing that. And they missed a land. That's good. Alright, so let's just run out the Werefox. Since now that will trigger our Uprising, or allow our Uprising to trigger, I should say. And we're just looking for lands now. As our opponent is currently mana screwed. I will offer the trade 2 for 1 if they want to take it. If they have a Kellen's Light Blades, I also do not mind. I'm going to just let that resolve. So, 4/4 flyer, make a food. We'll also draw a card. And if they don't draw a land this turn, then the game's over, basically. We just have too many heavy hitters. I mean, look at our hand. Sure. Beanstalk Worm and nothing, huh? I don't think there's a wrong way to play this turn. Let's get the 6/6 Trampler online. I guess we just want to hold up Royal Treatment for the rest of the game. Because if they go for like a Grasp of Fate or anything like that, then Treatment will just end it. Does land have Trample? It does. Yeah, let's push lethal. If we make our Goose a base 3/3, it's going to turn into a 5/5, which means they have to block here. This is 16 points of trample damage, so... The quote-unquote obvious block is for them to put the 3/3 and the 2/3 on our Vinestalk, and then we use Royal Treatment and get them. If they just block like this, then we don't care. That's fine. I mean, it's a little bit weird for us to not develop out to the board, but putting them under the pressure when they're missing this many lands makes sense, I think. They're getting Troublemaker, huh? Sack their Redemption, kill our Garruk's Uprising. That doesn't particularly matter. I mean, we have 10 trample damage next turn, so... Fine stock, so good. All right, keep it going. 2-0 now. 2-0. Pop off to game number 3. This is keepable, but I'm not going to keep it. That looks quite a bit better here, I think. And we'll name red. In case we draw the tortoise. This is a lot of ramp. Turn 1 ramp, turn 2 ramp. This is going to be turn 3 beanstalk worm, I guess. And then nothing afterwards? Well, okay. Hope they don't have a Johann stopgap here. That is what we would like to draw. Oh my lord. Yeah, I need to draw action. Oh god. What did I bottom again? Oh, I bottomed a land even. Touché. You know, as awkward as this is, I think this is right. They have way too many cards in their hand. I need to kill them ASAP. Because I have not much going on. And because of the Paths of Tuin Vale Perpetual, if they replay the Goose this turn, it's still only going to be a 5/5. Yeah, I like this play. I think this gives us the best chances of winning. What you got? Big tank here. Fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. Alright, they're just going to replay it. Okay, we have a lot of cards that win. That is not one of them, but that is a good draw. They trade with Beanstalk Worm. Okay. I was slightly debating if I just wanted to attack with Glutton, but I think trading off for the Goose right now makes sense. Yeah, their damn grow old together when they had so many cards in their hand. Just bumping up all the power of toughness of their creatures is so sick. Oh, they have like a Titanic growth? This is so bad if they have a Titanic growth here, but nothing I can do about that. Whoa! Okay. In this case... You know what? I'm actually going to pass here. And see what their plan is. I see. Good. So we can actually save our Glutton by giving it +1/+1. Now if they go for a counter or something else, we can Royal Treatment afterwards. They should sack a food here end of turn, go to 5. Okay, that's good. God, 8 cards in their hand. I love seeing that. Okay. Upkeep. Misleading moats. That's lethal. Oh yeah, baby. That is not necessary when they only have 1 blue mana. Right, this is just 6 trample damage easy. We'd rather play the Werefox second main phase if they did have something. Wow. Whew. So the deciding moment in that game was choosing to bounce their Goose and then play out the Glutton through Bargain instead of just playing out the Bargain, because that really set them back tempo-wise. They just had so many cards in their hand. But we were able to put the pressure on, and we had good draws. That Royal Treatment off the top was nuts. Okay, keep it rolling. On to the next. Nice hand. Turn 1 Utopia Sprawl, turn 2 Grow Old Together. That is insane, actually. The Witch Stalker is going to become a 3/4 by itself. Almost triggers itself. Still going to name red here in case we draw the Tortoise. And yeah, we do have double blue, but we don't need it for a while, so... This is so sick. Oh, we only drew 1 creature off that. Unlucky. Huh. Good beats. Sure. Funny thing is, we don't we don't need to play any more lands here. And we can name blue on this one. Like, they kind of have to play a land if they have one. Sure. That is gross as well. Hmm. So I think we just let this happen, right? And then play out the glut. All of this off of 3 lands is pretty funny. No, that ain't gonna cut it. And they opted not to make a 1/1 token. Okay. Ooh, there's the tortoise. Let's just play that out. Go to 1, don't sack their food. That's either a concede or they have some grandiose plans. That ain't grandiose. Nor is that. Alright, GG's. Three lethal creatures, and they only have 2 blockers and are tapped out. Alright, a little bit of a roll here. This deck is performing wonderfully. What, we're 4-0 now. Nice. Keep it up. On round 5. Another nice looking hand here. Will we need to play the Vinestalk turn 1? I guess it doesn't hurt. Yeah, we can go Vinestalk turn 1 into Forest, tap the Vinestalk for mana, and play out the Witchstalker. Aim red. Oh man. Hit the red. Got there. Oh, boo. They have Kellen's Lightblades. Another opponent missing land drops, though. So this should be a pretty fast one, because the tortoise is just going to completely ruin them by itself. Ward 2, and the opponent is stuck on 2 lands, and this just grows every turn. This is not even going to be a game. I mean, do I want to just animate Restless Vinestalker? I guess so. Oh, wait, can I not do that? Oh, it's 5 to activate, right. Right. Okay, actually, I could sack the Sprawled land now. Or I could sack the Sprawl. Go get another blue here. Actually, I guess we'll get another green. Never mind. 1 floating. I don't really care if they light blades my forest. They're still going to be taking 9. Sure. Probably should kill the land there, right? But Guess it doesn't matter. Yep. The ward too, like I said. Completely devastating, and we just have lethal. I mean, sometimes you draw exceptionally well and your opponents don't draw well, and it just lines up perfectly. It seems like this is one of those times. We are starting off 5-0. Go, 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 baby. All right, game number 6. Nice, look at that hand. So let's go sprawling on red again, and then turn 2 grow old together. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful here. Catapult happens to be an artifact for our Troublemaker if we want to as well. Sure, that doesn't matter. This game, I think, is feeling pretty over already. Dude, Tortoise is so stupid. Look at this. Absolutely disgusting. Abso-freaking-lutely disgusting. Now looking for lands here. And they didn't find one. Why, brutal. Yeah. We're so far ahead, it's crazy. 6-0. Okay. Please. Not gonna jinx it. Let's just go to game 7. Do our thing. We've had some pretty insane draws. A lot of turn 1 Utopia sprawls. And the turn 2 grow old together is bonkers. Alright, this is a good hand, but it doesn't have that turn 1 sprawl, sadly. Yeah, we're gonna play Loch Laurent on turn 1. Awkwardly, if I make a food with the Hollow Scavenger, then it doesn't get buffed by the grow old together. So in fact, I think I'm just gonna pass here. Because on turn 3, we're gonna grow old together anyways and not cast out the Scavenger, you know? Good thing we're on the play here because I am opting to play a little slow. Nice. Okay, that was really good for us. They didn't do anything there. Jeez Louise. Oh my. Oh my god. Okay. So let's play a 5/5 goose. Because I need to find some more lands. So we're going to attack and hopefully draw another land off that next turn. But also, if we just draw land, I can play a 7/7 Glutton next turn. I mean, this is pretty disgusting. We finally got a good grow together game. As good as that is, we don't want that. In fact, I'm going to go a little bit conservatively here. I'm going to just kill their pack and attack for 5. We're so far ahead now. a coin face. You love to see that. Maybe for Candy Grapple? I mean, they had Rat for Candy Grapple bargain purposes, but just a naked Troublemaker. I like that too. Okay, attack for 10. And now we just pass holding up Talion's Throne Guard, and I mean, my god. So sick. Curse of the Werefox. That resolves. Now what? Graceful takedown. Oh, wait. We can bounce the Troublemaker, right? Yes. We don't have to bounce the takedown. We can bounce the oof here instead. Dude. Sick draws from us, bad draws from the opponent, and that is how you 7-0, I guess. My lordy lordy. Been having a rough time in Alchemy, so that feels pretty darn good. I mean, I think our deck was fantastic. We even had a bunch of good cards in our sideboard that I wasn't playing, but turn 1 Utopia Sprawl, turn 2 Grow Old Together is absolutely bonkers. And I hope that you got to see the power of the Steady Tortoise, because card is also pretty good, so good beats. Hey, thanks for watching. That was a nice one. We'll see you back next time for some more. Bye-bye.